I thank you for attending this meeting all. Many of us are tasked with the same purpose, to locate a fabled orb, the Orb of Davros. I see Ugg is here today. He has already been good enough to introduce himself. It is only right that I do the same. You need to know what you are getting into if you accept me into your party. My name is Sunstorm Brightwind, and I may be hopelessly insane. I was a foundling in a beautiful pastoral area. A pair of elves raised me, beautiful beings, in an astounding land that I firmly believe was the plane of Elysium itself, the plane of pure good. It was lovely. The greenest greens, the bluest blues. They were so kind to me, but it was clear I was a human among elves. I was already half again their height when I was 17 years of age. But at the age of 18, all of my joy came to an end. I heard a scream. I ran outside our manor, bow at the ready, for I was to be trained as a ranger one day. There were 4 creatures, mottled, moldering, mindless monsters. And there were my parents on the ground, dead. And that was not even the worst of it. They rose again. The same moldering, smoking bodies, their faces now the damned of the undead. Their faces showed the horror they experienced as they died. Knowing what was about to happen, I did not hesitate. I raised my bow. I nocked an arrow. And a strange bolt of light emanated from my hands, striking my parents. I had committed patricide and matricide in one fell stroke. But it did not take me long to recover and strike at the undead monsters. I believe they were called wraiths, I'm not certain. I was happy to see them go. The other creatures, skeletons and zombies, I believe. The others made short work of them, but then I saw him. The human monster who had made all this possible. I chased him. He could have wiped me out with a blast of his hand, and I did not care. I ran. For once, my height was an advantage. He was only maybe 5 feet 6 inches tall. I am well over 6 feet. Finally, my size may do something for me. I closed the gap. Sunstorm! I heard a voice scream. I ignored it. Closer and closer I came. I managed to grab his backpack, but it ripped away. He escaped. I kept pursuit. Sunstorm! I kept going. I did not even notice the gray circle that had materialized. Brightwind! I jumped, and so did he. And I found myself in a whole new world. It was so dull compared to that gorgeous land I had just lost. And the portal closed forever. I wanted to throttle this man to death. He did not try to cast a spell. He did throw a dagger, but it missed me. I grabbed his throat and I throttled him. Something stayed my hand, mainly a spear at my back. It was apparently the local security. I surrendered, and he wisely did the same. We were taken back to a temple to be judged. They must have believed my story. How they could, I do not know. But talk about languishing. I miss my home plane. But I had to know, why would this man do this? Korag, he called himself. He laughed. He snarled. But as the journey continued, he changed. He explained that the same thing had happened to his family, and he wanted vengeance. And I persuaded him, that is not the way. Do something good with your power. He promised to do that. What persuasive ability do I have? I was taken to the church. They took me in. I went on an epic quest. It took me 95 years. I staggered back through the door they had created, dying, an old man. And yet when I opened my eyes, here I am, 20 years of age, all the knowledge I had gained, lost. Am I truly mad? Was it all a dream? I do not know. But I come to you today, much as I want to return so desperately to my home plane, my home world, whatever it is. I pledge my life, my hands, my heart to all of you. I and Sunstorm Brightwind.